BLUELOCK's second season has finally been revealed, with the season covering the third selection arc and the Japan U20 match. And as someone who's a huge fan of both the anime and the manga, I'm here to give my own personal thoughts on the adaptation, highlighting both the good and the bad. In today's video, I'll be reviewing episode 2 of season 2, titled The Assassin and the Ninja, and I'll be addressing the moments that I liked, as well as what I disliked from the episode. Before getting into the review itself, I want to mention my Discord server, that being the New Egoist Geeks. There, myself and other BLUELOCK content creators host not only Discord exclusive events, but also actively engage with our community. If this is something that interests you, you can click the link down below to join and become a part of that community. Now, like in all of my videos, I want to leave a spoiler warning for the second episode of season 2 of the BLUELOCK anime, as well as events that will be included in later aspects of the season. If you wish to not be spoiled for this episode or future ones, I would suggest clicking off this video right now. Also, I do want to leave a quick PSA. No matter the quality of this episode, be it good or bad, please do not go and harass the mangaka or the studio like some people have. If you dislike an episode, that is fine, but either please keep those thoughts to yourself or express them in a healthy way. Do not send hate comments or death threats to the mangaka. We really don't need that toxicity in our community. Our leakers are crazy, fight all the time, and have already threatened to stop posting the leaks. And our anime is wildly inconsistent in terms of quality. So let's please try and keep the peace. Now, unlike my previous review on this channel, I'm actually going to be including my reaction in this one. Keep in mind though, due to copyright rules, I won't actually be able to play the episode to where you can hear it, and the opacity for the episode will be decreased and the visuals will be altered slightly. This shouldn't take away from your experience of the reaction because you will be able to see what is happening. But now that that's been addressed, let's go over to my reaction. Let's get into it. Okay. Well, I see Nanase with a huge ass jawline. Okay. Yeah, he chose Team A, which kind of makes sense. If he didn't choose Team A, he wouldn't have made it onto the 11 team. Bachira, Chigiri, Nico. Nico looks way better. I don't know if I mentioned that. He looks way better. Oh, there's Corona and Zantetsu until kickoff. 5 minutes until the first match kickoff. The opening, not skipping the opening. You can't skip this. Also, hot take, right? This opening, so fire. Like, I know people were like, oh, Ashitahiro didn't come back to make a song that's similar to Judgment, but this is still great. The visuals are insane. I love the visual, and Union Square Garden, I think, is the one who made this one in like the original first opening. I personally really like what they did, you know, at least in terms of like the music and shit. I think it was great. I also like how this opening is told from the perspective of Rin. Like, you can see him working hard, training just to try and be on Sai's level. I can't wait to see these moments. I did kind of wish they did 2 separate openings. I know it wouldn't make sense, but I kind of wish they did. So more clips, obviously more footage. Bashira's mom, Smash, honoring Smash. Oops, speaking of Monster Trans, there's Big Bang Drive, Flow versus New Gen 11. Honestly, I really like how they did his aura, Sai's aura. Also, honestly, all of their auras look really good in my opinion. The Assassin and the Ninja. There'll be 5 matches in total. Okay. After each match, there will be a 6-hour interval. Okay. To ensure fairness, observing the other teams is prohibited. They say this, but didn't they cut to like them watching the game footage or whatever? It's a little bit of an inconsistency in my mind. Oh, ooh. Did you know Nanase? I like how they're doing this. Oh, Hiyori looks way better. I will now announce Team B's players. Let's see who teams up with Kodansha and Atoya. Like I don't already know, but a golem and a predator. What do you mean by that, Kakamaru? My goat! The goat himself! Let's go! Like, I knew this was gonna happen, but like, let's go! Speedsters are insane, bro. I love speedsters. I don't fuck with the red and white jersey for them, though. I like the black one, but like, I feel like they still could have kept just the basic white and black, like they did. Second selection, just kind of inverse the colors. Whatever. Hiyori looks a little weird there, too. Okay. Izaki looks alright. Nanase honestly looks a lot better here than he does in the manga, in my opinion. His eyes give more life. Although Nanase in the manga does kind of look more like... It's gonna sound weird. He looks a lot more soft than he does here. Who voices Hiyori? He sounds so familiar. Hiyori sounds so familiar. Also, he's so tall. Like, Hiyori, I did not realize was as tall as he really was. Like, bro is 6 foot. He sounds so familiar, and I can't... It's not Kuroko. He sounds like if Kuroko from the dub spoke Japanese, which I know is fitting because they're both soft spoken. They both have like the light blue hair. Like, okay, Shida looks good. Rin looks good. I wouldn't really consider you former teammates that much. You joined his team at the last second and then played one match that lasted likely 15 minutes. I guess you could still consider them teammates, but like, you know, leaving the defense to them, I don't know why you would. Like, you're supposed to be. You played defensive in the Episanagi side story. I don't know why you wouldn't play it now, but whatever. I guess it's because you want to score goals and not have your spot taken, like Ego said. But whatever. Okay, first to 5, so same as second selection. Okay, I like the formation. That's a cool design they have on the side. Pipe down, you pink carrot and 10 out. Let's see. See? Oh yeah, I was right. In the trailer, I mentioned they were gonna have something up on screen. It was basic animation, but they threw something up like I mentioned. So by adjusting to the attack patterns of Rain and Shido. Okay. Alright, I see what they mean. What the f am I looking at? I do kind of get it. It is kind of PNG look. Like, this is even slower than, like, damn, the fuck was that? That had more impact than it needed to. Little odd. Okay. Bro. Okay, and they okay. What am I watching, bro? Are you kidding me? Okay, so this is Shido's goal. Oh. Okay, this is kind of... I don't know what they're doing. What the fuck is... What the fuck? What am I looking at? Okay, the puzzle pieces look cool. Oh, he's trying to form a chemical reaction. Oh. What the hell am I looking at? What is happening? This is just... listen, I am a fan of the anime, but this is really slideshow. Is this impossible physical that dumped out Kunigami? Really? This is disappointing, man. It better... listen, I'm a huge fan of the anime, but like... Come on. This is really disappointing, honestly. Teammates around you. Okay, this is cool. I like why they're doing this, at least. If they could just, you know, level up the other aspects of the episode, we'd have no problems. But like, what the Shido? What the okay. Karasu's moment isn't that bad. His moment's kind of interesting. Okay, but that's... What the am I looking at? I start complimenting it for 1 second and just... it just disappoints me, man. What the why does he look like that? Okay, here's Karasu. CGI again. Damn. Like, I really didn't want to say it was bad, because I'm a huge fan of the anime. Like, I'm gonna say it over and over again, but like... Okay. That was kind of cool. Oh. Are you kidding me? Are you f***ing kidding me? Really? I'm not a fan of either of these characters, but are you really gonna do them this horribly? What is all of this, man? Come on, 8-Bit. You had so much money. You had... This is why you don't do the episode Nagi movie at the same time you're adapting a second season of the anime. Sure, you're leveling up aspects that look good, like the auras look great. This is cool, but are you really... The quality is so bad, man. Are you kidding me? For real? Okay, he goes to Hiyori. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? He's just linking up with 1-2s, man. This doesn't even look like it's good. Oh. Oh, shit. Hold up. Did I speak too soon? Oh, shit. Okay, that wasn't bad. I won't lie. That was kind of cool. I'll admit that looked nice-ish. I'll admit that looked kind of cool. I'll admit. Getting pinned down by Karasu individually. Well, yeah, they're the top. Well, at this point, she doesn't need anybody. Shido's just that good right now. But like, later on, he becomes straight ass. That they changed it. Like, make it a direct impact. Don't hold it on the frame. I talked all this shit about hyping up 8-bit, and I'm now so disappointed in them. Okay, here's the moment that matters. Here's the moment that matters. Never mind. I start trying to Okay. Still frames again, disappointing. Okay, I wish he sprinted a little more. What the fuck is this? Okay. Still just CGI. Okay, his running looks better at CGI. Oh. Sounds like Loki's speeding sound effect. Okay. Okay. Chigity's moment isn't so bad. It's still kind of crappy, but it's like better than the majority of this episode. Okay, his pass was cool. Listen, I love like the style, some of the style changes they've done, but like I'd rather them just go. If it meant we get a little bit, the second selection was better than this. I can't even put my thoughts together. Like the second selection, the part that people said was bad about the anime, looks better than this. What am I even what am I watching right now? Oh. Okay, they switched the angles. This is the most slideshow I think I've ever seen out of an anime. Like I haven't seen the Berserk anime, but I feel like there isn't as much slideshowing as this. So not only are we not getting the Kunigami versus Shido match, but also this match itself is straight dookie. Is that the episode? Oh my god, man. That has got to be the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Like, that was so bad. Are you kidding me? Like, really? Are you seriously kidding me? Like, Chigity's moment was cool, alright? For some parts, it was cool. Half of it was dog crap. And then you go and you have Green Stealth Kill Shot, which in my opinion was the best part of this episode. It looked good. Decent. I can't even say good. It looked decent. It looked decent in comparison to the rest of the episode. But are you seriously telling me that, like, this is the quality we're going to be getting from the rest of the season? I won't even care. Like, here's the thing. I will watch the anime, whether it's bad or not. Because I love this series so much. But I love it, and I want it to have some kind of good quality to it, you know? But just, this is... How are they going to do Yuki Miya's dribbling then? Because his dribbling is like Bashira. You have to actually put a lot of time into it, because it needs to be that technical. Like, even Karasu's moment, which I wish was a little better looking, but whatever. Alright, additional time. We're into additional time. Let's see this. What's funny, the additional time has more animation than the actual episode, which is disappointing. This has more animation than the actual episode. That's wild. That was so upsetting. That was so upsetting. Now that you've seen my reaction, I'm pretty sure you know my thoughts. This episode was straight ass. This is coming from someone who actively animates and glazes the anime all the time, and I can say that this is easily one of the worst episodes of anime that I have ever seen. Before getting into what I hated, let's get into what I loved. The one and only thing I really found myself truly enjoying from start to finish in this episode was Green Stealth Kill Shot. There isn't really much I can comment on in relation to the sequence being good, because it was really just a still panel that zooms in and out. But I like the aura and I like the visual tone change, and I think it worked really well. The two moments that I believe did were kinda were Karasu's 1v2 against Shido and Isagi, as well as Chigiri's little moment. I do believe that some moments of the sequence were kinda bad, but the other moments were still really good. Another thing to comment on that I really liked from this episode was the voice acting. I think Hiyori's voice actor in particular fits his character incredibly well. Other than those aspects that I just mentioned, I really didn't like this episode. So let's start by talking about the moments that I didn't like as they appear in the episode. The first and most obvious thing to point out was the PowerPoint style animation. Listen, I was ripping on people for using that term, but honestly, it really fits this episode. I mean, it really fit that description. The moments of a lot of characters weren't very fluid, and even the times where Isagi was monologuing, either his mouth wouldn't move and the entire screen would just kind of stay still, or there would be very minimal movement. Even the moments of the players kicking the ball just felt very stiff. When comparing to the last season with one of the worst scheduled and rushed episodes of the season, being the 2v2 match against Burū and Naruhaya, the moments still felt more clean and impactful. You know, it actually felt like they were hitting the ball. But in this episode, nobody really seemed like they were making contact with the ball. Yeah, sure, stuff was moving, but nothing really felt genuine. Another complaint I had was the pacing. During this episode, there was a total of 14 minutes of game time, and during those 14 minutes, 6 total goals were scored. Now, I don't know about you, but that feels incredibly fast. I get that when looking at the manga, it happened very quickly too, but just everything about this episode just felt so unevenly paced. Like, to me, it just felt like the episode had started and then it was over, and not in a positive connotation. Somehow the studio was able to make animation that is so minimal, if not invisible, but somehow also made the episode too fast for enjoyment. I don't even know how that's possible. My next main complaint came from Shido's first goal. During this segment, there were a lot of moments that I either just didn't understand, didn't look appealing, or just felt too sloppy and rushed. I mean, like, look at the start of this sequence. The plays by Shido and his pass to Isagi just felt so boring. I really don't even know how to describe it. Somehow this episode managed to move so fast, but with such slow and horrible animation. But continuing, when Isagi goes to pass the ball, Chigiri comes in with the effect still attached to him, might I add, which I don't know why they didn't fix that. And then when Shido rushes, yeah, it looks cool, but it's so quick and the angle is just so weird that I can't really tell what the hell's happening. And then going into Isagi's foresight for a chemical reaction, what the hell are these chess pieces doing? Like, not only do they look kinda ugly, but just why? And then when they disappear, it goes back to CGI, and the characters aren't even moving, they're just sliding. And when looking at the shot itself, they completely swap out the trailer's effects of the wind for this pinkish aura, which to me just looked too much. Overall, this sequence went too hard in areas where it didn't need to, and just didn't look good at all in the moments where it should have. But aside from that, moving on to the next sequence, we have Karasu versus Shido and Isagi. Not only did this somehow manage to make Shido overweight, like, what the hell is that? But when you actually get into the sequence itself, one moment it just feels so stiff, and the next you just see Karasu sliding. It doesn't even look like he's in motion. And the last major sequence that ticked me off was the one with Otoya. Now before I want to show you the scene, I want to show you the manga panels. These were the panels that were adapted for Otoya's stealth walk. He sneaks around the players, steals the ball from Rin, and then boom, he scores. Now I'm going to play this sequence for you. Otoya sneaks around people, Karasu passes him the ball, Otoya steps into Rin's blind spot, it's still all just still images being dragged across the screen, and then Otoya receives the ball and scores. The best way I can describe this sequence was literally adapting the manga for what it is. It took still images and decided to animate them by sliding them across the screen. There was no clean movement, it was the most basic of a sequence. It's like they did the bare minimum for what they could do as an adaptation and then just sent it out. And as much as I hate Shido, Karasu, and Otoya, I hate seeing them poorly animated than I do just seeing them normally. Overall though, this episode just felt incredibly rushed, had incredibly poor direction, and just terrible animation. One decent thing was the compositing, and even then it was a little bit weird. Now as for my rating of the episode, I'm going to be giving this episode a 3 out of 10. 3 points came from Rin's stealth kill shot, Chigiri's sprinting segment, and the few moments of Karasu's 1v2 matchup. This episode just felt like a poor rushed mishmash of clips thrown together simply to make something rather than taking the time to actually work on the project. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and did enjoy my reaction. Please let me know if you want me to include my reaction in the future of these reviews. But anyways, for the question of the video, what would you rate Blue Lock Season 2 Episode 2 on a scale of 1 to 10? Leave me your thoughts down below in the comment section. And like always, thank you all for watching, like and subscribe to see more awesome Blue Lock content just like this.
Too slow, trying to keep up with me now. Keep up.